Hello everyone, this is PC Desk Gamer. Welcome back to another episode of Higurashi. Last we left off, of course, well, we found out Mion works for her uncle every so often to pay for the games for the club. And then we're all walking home with Rena. Just got a major scare about Rena knowing that we talked to Oiishi and that we're lying, keep secrets. But anyway, here we go. I was able to lift the finger. Rena was out of sight. Who was that? I felt cold. My body was drenched in sweat. I was finally able to form a coherent thought and ask myself once again, who was that person who looked like Rena? Oh wow, we were that close to a little... Oh, yeah, here's what you're playing, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Just let me keep going. Am I at the end of a chapter or in between? Come on. I hate black screens. Okay, so where we are. I was out of it and couldn't bring myself to do anything until dinner except stare blankly into space. Was I terrified from Rena going off on me? No, that's not right. That was someone else who only looked like Rena. Who could it have been? It was a dreadful feeling. Knowing that there was someone else, not Rena. That there was someone else, not Rena. So tomorrow, I shouldn't have a problem talking with Rena like I usually do. That thought was strangely comforting. I concluded that I should just calm down and clear my head. Those thoughts continued swirling around my mind. Finally, I returned to my senses as I heard my mother calling out to me from the bottom of the steps. Keiichi, it's a call from the bookstore. Bookstore? Can't think of why they'd be calling me. It's Oiishi. I went downstairs and picked the receiver room. My apologies for calling so late at night. It's me, Oiishi, from the Okiwara bookstore. Oiishi? Oh, it's Oiishi. Sorry, since your parents picked up, I said I was from the bookstore. It puts people off when I say I'm a police officer. Oiishi was, in his own way, rather pretorious. And so I didn't want my parents hearing me talk to the police. I brought the cordless phone with me as I dashed back up to my room on the second floor. Sorry for calling so late. That phone number on the piece of paper I gave you yesterday was the old number. My apologies. Can you copy down the number I'm about to give you? Yeah. Okay. He gave me the number to his direct line as I wrote it down. I thought that was the end of it, but he began making pointless small talk and it's pretty hard to hang up. So how has it been, Mabara? Did anything strangely happen recently? I see. This was the real reason. He really beat around the bush there. His adult conversational skills left me flat-jawed. Are you from around here, Oiishi? Yes, I am. Born and raised in Okiwara. If he's from around here, he might know. Oiishi, do you know about this Okinukushi thing is about? I believe that when somebody suddenly vanishes because they've been abducted by a demon. It's a special saying from around here. It has the same meaning as spirited away, like everyone else says. Whereas my friends would say they didn't know when I asked, this older man gave me a direct answer. Maybe they're happy that he answered me directly without trying to hide anything. Town was, not sure if I should tell you this, bruh. Don't try to play this off. If you're not going to talk, then I'm not going to tell you anything. Oh, no. That's not what I meant. It's just... It may make you feel bad. You see, long ago, the town was feared as the village where demons reside. Demons? By demons, you mean those pitchfork-carrying things in hell? More like human-eating monsters. They'd go down to the village and snatch people up and gobbling them down. That kind of tale. Demons snatching up people is what this Okigushi really means. They said that the curse and being demoned away happened together. What does that mean? I already knew about the mysterious death happening 5 years in a row. I didn't know that there were people disappearing for those same 5 years. The curse and being demoned away always happen together. First time I heard of that. Is that how it is, Mabara? That's what I want to know. I heard Rena and Mion talking. They said that if it was really Oishi's curse, then both the curse and demon away would happen. Oiishi began hemming and hawing on the other end of the soon. Maybe something was about to come to mind. Habar, do you know the person, the murder by dismemberment? Yeah, one of the 6 perpetrators is still on the run, right? Hypothetically, what if he isn't on the run but was doing away? Huh? It was an outrageous hypothesis from Oiishi. The incident 4 years ago was a particularly ghastly one. Police already knew the perpetrators, so they posted tons of wanted posters from his face on with his face on them. They stalked out various locations, investigating every possible escape route he had. But after 4 years, there wasn't even a hint of where he might be. Unless the police were completely incompetent. Even if it was an outrageous hypothesis, I couldn't simply laugh it off. Then, what about the incident the next year? When a man was who supported the project and his wife both died in an accident. Well, actually, it was only a husband who died in an accident. His wife's body never surfaced. Unless we find the body, then it's considered a missing person by law. At the time of the incident, with the river below the cliff being muddy rapids, the police divers had searched every branch off the main stream of the river for dozens of miles, but in the end, they weren't able to find her body. But that's just them not being able to find the body. She's still dead, right? Isn't it different from her being given away? We cannot say someone is dead without their body. Until a certain number of years pass by law, she's treated as still alive. I'm not sure if it was right to call that being given away. The wife is missing. At least that part was reality. How about the 3rd year? The Shinto priest died of illness, and his wife committed suicide. That's actually the exact same scenario. The wife had supposedly thrown herself into a bottomless marsh deep in the forest around town. I must off playing CSGO. Meaning it's all circumstantial evidence. They simply found her suicide note in front of the marsh. A diver was able to recover a few remnants, but they weren't able to find the body. The investigative headquarters believed that she had faked her death and was still alive somewhere. I'm not sure if they could call these cases being given away. It's just as you said, every year one person does go missing. The incident this year, the one with Tameki, has gone missing. Then what about the incident with the housewife being to death? Who went missing? I believe the perpetrator was caught, right? Yeah, we arrested him. He was just a miscreant with a record of narcotics abuse. He admitted to the crime while being questioned about a different incident. Well, you see, after he was arrested, a child from the victim's home went missing. Oh, Satoshi! It's still under investigation as to whether the disappearance had anything to do with the crime. But you said you caught him, right? Did he have an accomplice? No idea, but it's considered a separate case. Moreover, we can't even check now, because while under investigation, that man, he died in his holding cell. He swallowed a spork and choked to death. It's not known whether it was an accident or suicide. Meaning for the last 5 years, there's always one person who dies and one who goes missing. That's about right. No, actually, I'm surprised as well. I never realized they had that in common. I couldn't believe that this could help lead to the closing of those incidents. It was just something they had in common. Could it be that those demon away have something in common? Or she mumbled as he seemed to be thinking about it. So I summarized the events. The first year was the dam employee. Second year was the wife of the dam project supporter. Third year was the wife of the Shinto priest. Fourth year was the victim's family's child. And the fifth year was the victim's girlfriend, I guess. Okay. For those of you who don't really know much, I don't believe it's specified in this one. It's specified if you played through all the games, but I'll go through this slowly. First year, as we've already known, we had the dismembered and the employee. Those two do not have connection to any of the second, third, fourth, or fifth year ones. Second year, the father and wife, those ones were Sakato's and Satoshi's parents. So, of course, since they supported, they were killed. Third year, the wife of the Shinto priest and the priest himself. The priest and the wife, of course, are Rika's parents. That's why Rika is still the shrine priestess. Fourth year, victim's family's child. When that one, the wife, is being by the uncle of Sakato. And Satoshi was the one who went missing. And then, of course, Tameki and the girl. I guess, but it doesn't seem like there's anything that connects them. I just said what basically connect them all with this, because of course I know the whole storyline for everything, at least question arc wise. I don't know the answer arcs, which are after all the question arcs. And I'll explain that as we go on, what I mean by question arc and answer arc. With the exception of first year, wives and girlfriends, those do stand out. It does seem like there is a lot. Then that means the fourth year's victim's child was different. What it could have really stood out if it were all married couples, except it was not just married couples, but parents and children as well. Come to think of it, I believe Tameke also told me the younger brother is alive and has moved, if I recall correctly. Child that went missing in the fourth year, who were they? Apparently he was quite mature, 1 year older than you. His name was Satoshi Hagio. Sakato's brother! Huh, Satoshi. I remember that name. Didn't they tell me Satoshi transferred out last year? He was at your school up until last year. Didn't they tell you anything about him? Come think of it, when I transferred in, I believe they said my seat belonged to a recent transfer student. Then, where I sat once belonged to the one who was deeming away. It was his seat. I recalled the cold sensation that came from that desk and made my hair stand on end. This string of mysterious deaths. No. Oh, Oishira's curse. I now knew how it connected to me. The chilling sensation. It was the feeling of Oishira caressing the back of my neck. Oishira's curse, huh? Could Oishira's curse really exist? In all honesty, I was beginning to believe it. And I was scared. My timer. Sorry, I have my timer. And that was why I wanted to say it was a plot crafted by man and not the work of a curse. But the more I dug into it, the less likely that seemed. No, the more I dug, the more serious it became. If I kept digging, eventually I reached a point where I learned something that I really shouldn't know. To either be none the wiser or to seek an answer I may regret. Which one would I be happier with? Oh, there's so much. Maybe it be me next time. My execution could only be delayed for 1 year. That was when I remembered. Rena. Rena says she may be the next victim of the curse. You mean Rena? She transferred in last year and she's a classmate, is she? These incidents might be a bit too disturbing for a girl. She's not just scared, is she? It wasn't that. She said it might be her next. She said it in a way that made me think she had a concrete reason behind it. Felt like she was convinced. Also, as if, you could say, she was frightened. Her sudden change in demeanor. That someone who looked like Rena, that wasn't Rena. That might be unrelated. All the struggle things that I felt from Rena today came back to strange things I felt. Ugh. I see. Then I'll be doing a bit of investigation on this end. Please continue observations of Rena, my bro. Are you asking me to keep Rena under surveillance? That's not what I mean, my bro. I just want you to watch out for your friend so she doesn't end up the next victim. At the moment, just as my mouth was a pedge because I was so impressed with his mature, clever way of words. Ah, damn, knock, knock. A sudden knock on the door sent my heart racing. In an instant, I was pointlessly covered up. I had pointlessly covered up the end receiver. Keiichi, get the door, please. On the other side of the door, I heard my father's oddly upbeat voice. What could it be? It's so late. Sorry, my dad just came in. Can we leave it at this for tonight? Yeah, my apologies again for calling so late. If you find out anything else, please let me know. I'll tell you if I make any progress on this. Well then, have a pleasant evening. Keiichi, hurry and open up. Dad's got his hands full. What is Dad doing? I had stayed in the same position while on the phone the whole time, so my joints were aching. As I opened the door, I saw my father was standing there with a tray. On that tray, cookies and 2 cups of black tea, a fairly fancy spread for our household. There was even sugar and lemon slices on the side, everything you could ask for. It's quite a show of hospitality. What's going on, Dad? What's all this for? Come now, don't play around, Keiichi. Coming in. Dad was in high spirits and had a smirk on his face. But for my entire life, I've never seen him act this hospital. What has gotten into him? So, what were you talking about? I jumped. It's not something I had to keep from my father. But how could I explain to him that I was talking to a detective? I'm assuming he was this late at night. Nothing much, just a friend. I don't mean the phone. She was here, wasn't she? Rena? What? She wasn't here. Come now, don't try to keep it from me. She just came over to play. You two were chatting away, so I thought I'd bring some tea. But it looks like I just missed her. I had no idea what Dad was talking about. But a cold sweat dripped down my back. How long were we talking? Rena went upstairs about half after, so it was close to an hour, I guess. You saw her come up to the second floor? Yeah, I did. I also told her that your room was the door down the hall up the stairs. Rena came to my house about an hour ago. Dad met her at the door and called out to me on the second floor. Probably didn't hear him because I was so focused on my conversation with Oiishi. I didn't reply, but he knew I was in my room, so he had her come inside. Then told her my room was on the second floor. She thanked my dad and went upstairs. Then about an hour passed. She passed by my dad just as he was bringing up tea and left. She came upstairs and about an hour passed. Then passed by my dad and returned home. Then after she came upstairs until she left, where was Rent? There was only a short hallway between my room and the stairs, meaning Rena had for about an hour in the hall. No, she couldn't have been standing in front of my door all that time. The door to my room wasn't practically thick. You could easily hear everything being said inside. All the ominous things and all the nonsense I spoke to Oiishi about began rushing through my head. Honey, don't tease him. More point, you need to clean up your studio. It's a mess again. Mom yelled at Dad from downstairs. Dad left the tray with me and went downstairs with a disappointed shoulder. I followed my dad out of my room with my eyes. I looked down at the floor around the door where Rena might have stood all that time. Just now, so I was talking to Oiishi with my back turned. Rena was standing a mere 6 feet away the whole time. Oh, at that time, in this dimly lit doorway. What did she see? What did she hear? For what reason? As the steam from the two teacups honestly wafted and twisted, the aroma of black tea filled my room. Shit, Serena was outside our door. No! Serena knows we're talking to Oiishi. Woohoo! You received new tips. Notice from the police chief. Lies. Oh no. Let's see the new tip. So this is notice from the police chief. July 1st, 1982. To Departments 1 through 12. XX Provincial Police Headquarters. Director General Blank. To the Chief Constable and all facility managers regarding case situations in Higurashi Post. In case of Shibuya City, the town has been reported by certain sections of mass media. It has drawn global attention, which has caused serious repercussions for local residents. This has become a very serious situation. Direct local livelihood and prosperity. Oh, damn. It's going too quick for you to deposit. Designate the following criminal investigation classified. Oiishi Station, 19 case number block. Townhouse wife murder date blank. Oiishi Station case number blank. Student disappearance dated. Okay. Non-disclosure of information. Town Station, 1979 case file. State foreman murdered. Shearer Station, Shearer National Park falling incident dated June this date. Oiishi Station 1981 case file Shinto priest's wife disappearance after the priest himself was killed. Regarding self-restraint of every organization concerning the release of essential information, please see attached reference materials 1, 2, and 3. Management Police Headquarters. Intel line blank 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 blank. Police Affairs Department blank 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 blank. Okay. But anyway, I do hope you all did enjoy this one. If you did, please leave a like or a comment below. Anyway, this is PC Death Care. As always, hope you enjoyed. Keep playing on. See yous.